Hello again, one and all. We are back. Can you guess? There is more battling to be done. I'll tell you something. They say there's only war, but by Lord, I think that's all they do, isn't it? So, we are back. This time we're having a 3,000 point match. There is 3,000 points aside, obviously. 3 on one side, 2 on the other. So, let's go to what I consider the enemy, shall we? This is like the good guy side, okay? So, we have Marcus. How do you do, sir?
Not too bad.
And, oh look, more Imperial Guard. What a shocker.
Different kind this time.
What have you got here, sir?
Got a Macarius Vulcan, a squad of 6 Bulgrin, command squadron colonel.
Where's your command squad?
Just here. Yeah. Cool. 2 infantry squads and 2 chimeras.
Okay, that's 1,000 points for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Doesn't look much for guard army, does it?
No, it really doesn't. That took up most of it.
I can understand that. We have Akira.
Hello, Internet.
That's become. I'm going to put that on your gravestone. That hello,
Yes,
Internet. Hey, right, what have we got here?
Usual Space Wolf stuff. Terminators, Predator, Iron Priest, Pups, Dreadnought, and the, Rune Priest.
And the Moon Priest. Awesome, awesomes. Right, okay, and we have Mikey back again.
What's on?
With his really, really stylish t-shirt. What is that, by the way?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, cool.
Call it
Kawaii, whatever.
Right, fair point.
ramen.
Okay, let's see what you've got. You're back with a tower again, I see.
I am. So I've got 3 squads of drones. They're going to be shield drones.
Well, yeah,
You
yeah.
need to buy the models. Cold Star Commander, 3 squads of infantry, Fireblade, 2 missile sides, counting as, and a Riptide.
Okay, I guess you Riptide's armed for what it's got on, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point. Awesome. So that is the opposition. We are playing Chaos. So say hello, Internet.
Hi, Internet.
Okay, there we go. Right, Mr. Bray is bringing out his Death Guard. So, sir, what do we got?
Okay, we got Mortarion,
Of course.
Typhus,
Of course.
a Demon Prince of Nurgle,
Yeah, why not?
2 Fetid Blood Drones,
Righto.
3 squads of Poxwalkers, and some the Dreadnoughts, not the Dreadnoughts, Terminators, and I can't remember which class Terminator they are. They are the Deathshroud Terminators.
And Deathstroke Terminators. Awesome. Right, over to me. I am playing Thousand Suns. So I'm sitting on Araman as my HQ. Yeah, sorry, some aren't painted. 1 5-man squad of Movement Marines, a 10-man squad of Movement Marines, 1 Rhino, just getting nice and safety, and Magnus. So we thought we'd go for a bit of a Primac battle to see how it'll work. Hopefully, well. But yeah, so, cool. Well, we're going to head over to the initiative and that kind of schismages after setup, and we'll go from there. Guys, see you in a sec. Right, so we are all set up here. If I just give a little bit of scan, there's definitely a couple of units in there. They said they got 5 shield drones also in reserve, but their side is looking, as we like to say, a little bit pucker. Our side, on the other hand, looks a lot thinner. That looks like a nice little bulk, in fairness, but aside from that, we don't have that much. That's it.
Forget about it.
So we are definitely going to be outnumbered in this one, but, well, all of you guys know that is not uncommon. So, let's see if they can steal initiative. Which one of you guys would like to roll? Right, if you'd just like to roll at that, please. Here's a 2. They're not stealing initiative. We're going first. We're going to win. We're going to win. I hope so, because I keep losing. Alright.
See if I rolled over.
Yeah, Kira just rolled that one. Here's a 6. But Mikey's count. The objective of playing is Relic. So here's our Relic. It's a nice little dead Terminator. If you are aware, essentially whoever's got it at the end of the battle basically wins. It's literally that simple, unless one side gets tabled. That's the other rule we always do in this house. Right, so that's it. Yeah, let's go over to movement turn 1 for Chaos. Okay, we've got a little bit of dramatic music going in the background, because we thought, hey, why not? Let's bring a little bit of atmosphere in here. So let's have a look at the movement phase. As to be expected, nothing was once where it was. I've pulled up my little unit of 5 Rubiks. The Poxwalkers are definitely pulled up with big meaty behind them, making sure they're going to be nice and able. The Blight Drones are come up, so has his Demon Prince. I've also pulled up the Rhino and Arum, and I've pulled up Mr. Magnus as well. So we're going to head into the Psychic turn, because I do love this turn. Okay, normally I put Psychic in with shooting, but because I've got Thousand Suns here, and because there's a few spells going off in the Death Guard, I thought it was best to actually do it as a separate turn, at least for us. So let's go into it. Okay, Araman basically managed to do 1 mortal wound. Went to Macarius Vulcan. Apart from that, not a great deal happened with that. Magnus, on the other hand, moved himself up nice and quick. He then did a Weaver Fates and a Zinch Firestorm and took out the opposing Psyker. So that's all there is to deny the ritual's gone. Over here, my guy did nothing. He basically tried to cast on himself. Did absolutely jack all. And I believe you did a smite to one of the Bulgrins.
Yes.
And did you pump up your men a little bit?
Pumped up my men on them with the Protestant Vitality.
So we've got a little bit of vitality going.
Both of Miasma of Pestilence and Blade of Putrefaction went off on Morty.
Oh, great. So we've got a little bit of a defensive power, as it were. Yeah, so now we're getting to shooting properly. Right, shooting then. Not a lot really shot, to be fair. The Rhino shot into these guys, and they saved. So my Rubik's had a go and managed to take out 3 of them, which was pretty nice. And I believe one of the wolves over here went. And was that from the Blight drones?
No, it was Morty.
From Morty. The Blight drones not fire?
Out of range.
Out of range. Okay. That was it. I know. Let's get some assault. Let's get it on. Well, that was an unusual assault phase, to say the least. I'm going to try and do this from memory, but it's going to be very, very tough. So, Magnus came up into the Stormlord, or the Macarius Stormlord.
Macarius Vulcan.
Oh, sorry, Macarius Vulcan. He took 16 points on Overwatch. I know, absolutely massive. And that basically came from a couple of stratagem points. One being sort of like where they can roll 5s. I can't remember exactly what it's called, and the other being sort of Vengeance for Cadia. So yeah, huge. Once Magnus got in, he took out Macarius in one. Well, not a problem. Then a 6 was rolled. Everything within 8 inches took D6 wounds, and this is where it got a little bit funky. So 6 wounds over here. Half a command squad gone. An entire Tau squad gone. Most of this squad here gone. Another Tau squad gone. 2 points left on the fire cavalry. 2 points left on this guy. To be fair, originally it was rolled 6, so he spent a command point trying to get it back. 5 points, I think, left or taken on that one there, Mikey.
5 points taken.
5 points taken. And I think only 1 point was done over here. It was massive. Yeah, let's say Magnus has earned his points. He's not going to survive. He took 1 point himself from the explosion. I was sure he was going off the ball, but he didn't. Yeah, so anyway, over to Militarum. And this is where it gets interesting as well. And do you know what? I'd actually like Bray to say what happened to this one.
Yeah, okay. Well, we got in within the, sort of the distance of his funky powers and his miasmas, and so we had 2 lots of mortal wounds going in within 7 inches of the units. So we had some Bulgrins take some mortal wounds. The Marine, two units of Marines took some mortal wounds, and the Predator took a couple of mortal wounds. And then I managed to charge in, and I took out an entire squad of Marines, and then consolidated it into the 2nd Marines, where they attacked back, but didn't cause any wounds.
Fair point. Oh yeah, I meant to say I consolidate into this Chimera over here. Sorry, Magnus is so big. And I've just been corrected. The Riptide didn't take any wounds. It lost three of its shield drones.
Yeah.
3 shield drones. So yeah, either or. Result. What we're going to do, we're going to head over to the other guy's turn now, who I think are a little bit knocked by this point in time, so I think they're going to start kicking back hard. Okay, so movement it is. To be expected, the Chimera moved back a bit. I'm guessing a lot of people are going to be shooting at Magnus in a minute. Poor bugger, what did he ever do wrong? Magnus did nothing wrong, and he still hasn't done anything wrong. Remember that.
That's why the Adeptus Custodes are out cleaning up everything that Magnus didn't do wrong.
Yeah, well, the Adeptus Custodes don't know what the hell they're doing.
Magnus did do nothing wrong.
This Chimera has also pulled itself forward a bit, probably to try and get in a gun line. We've had a few more shield drones drop. The Bulgrins have moved over a little bit. I believe also, when looking at it here, the Space Wall Termies have moved up a bit. I think that's about it. Oh, you repaired a couple on your Predator as well. Yeah, that I think is about it.
And
Montcar. Sorry?
Montcar.
Declared Monka. The Tau.
Oh, sorry. The Tower declared Montcar?
Yeah, I think it's Monka.
Right, cool. Obviously, there was a few disembarks. We've got some Steel Legions on the board. Must be, I do love Steel Legions. Bit of a soft spot. One of my first ever true armies when I was older. as it were.
Back
I
in
like
the
him.
day.
Yeah, it was a few years ago, I won't lie. Right, yeah, so that's it. I'm sure they get over... They haven't got a psychic phase. So I'm sure they get over to their shooting phase.
You stop being so...
I can't help it. I'm a biased person. Okay, yeah, we're going to go over to the shooting phase. I can see them doing quite a bit of damage here.
Magnus brutality.
Magnus Boot... Oh.
You
I'm on-
straight up squished my little rune priest with your Primarch.
Do you know what? I'm going to edit this. Okay, so shooting phase. Let's get down to the obvious, shall we? Magnus is gone. He took quite a few lasgun fire from these little boys down here with 1 or 2 CP points spent, and yeah, it took him out. To be fair though, he took 2 wounds. I tried to spend a CP point just to keep him on there. No, so he took 1 wound. I took a CP point to keep him on there, and no, he died. It's a shame. I just wanted to be there just to annoy. Really, that was all, and maybe to divert fire somewhere else. This Chimera's moved up a little bit from advance. These rocket boys have shot into a lot of these poxwalkers, and they've thinned out a lot. They shot into blight drone as well, didn't they?
We lost the blight.
I know, yeah, we lost the blight drone. I think it was mainly
Predator
to the
took out
predator,
the blight drone.
wasn't it? To the blight drone. Your Riptide. What did your Riptide shoot into, Mikey? That thing I can't remember. What did your Riptide? What did that go into?
More
Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of an anti-Poxwalker thing at the moment. I think that was pretty much it for shooting, really. It was mainly against these 2 blight drones and the Poxwalkers. Obviously, we've lost a blight drone. The other one's taken a lot of damage. 1 unit of Poxwalkers have gone, and 1 more has been thinned out slightly. So from that, that's about it. I don't think... Well, no, I tell a lie, but I don't think they're going to charge. But yeah, we do have an assault phase. So, over here with Mortaris, this could be fun. Maybe we'll actually come out on top of the assault phase. I don't know. I'm hoping so. Please. Okay, so catch you later on. Okay, so assault phase. We had some Ogrins and some Space Wolves against Morty. One of his little tricks popped out and killed a Space Wolf. After that, he decimated 4 of them in hand-to-hand combat. Took out 3 Ogrins, but an Ogrin did get his revenge and smacked 2 back at him. You know, Ogrin big, Ogrin hard, and the like. Yeah, so that's it. So we're going to move into turn 2. Really, look at this. Turn 2. This is a meat fest, guys. We've had a movement phase. What's basically happened is over here, the Rhino has pulled up, and Araman is coming behind. The Blight Drone has come up, and so has the Demon Prince. The Poxwalkers have come a little bit, and it seems that the Rubik Marines have scouted around slightly. But that, I think, is about it. Morty is still there. And that's about it, really. Okay, so that phase was done. Araman pretty much got all of his spells. He's put Glamour and Prescience on the Rhino. He has now Death Hexed the Shield Drones over here. Ooh. Down with Cyphus, he did a smite and took 4 of these guys off. And also, I think he bumped up his own little disgusting boys with Gift of Contagion and no, he didn't get that one. So it's just Putrescent Vitality. Putrescent Vitality. I can't pronounce it. Yeah, so that's it. To be fair, that's a poor psychic phase for us. Right, so what's basically happened in the shooting phase is that the Poxwalkers have moved forward. I think Typhus moved forward as well. The Rubik Marines came up and nicked the objective, like the dirty bastards they are. The Plague Drone basically took out 1 Tau which was left. And the only other thing that happened was Mortarion basically shot at the Ogrin with his pistol, and it got deflected, and that was about it, really. Not much more happened. So basically what happened is the Demon Prince came in, had a little pop at the Termes, took 1 out, then consolidated around just to get a little bit closer to everything else. Morty has taken out the Ogrin and the... Sorry, we're having a little bit of Guinness tonight, it's fun. Actually, can I have my beer, Bray? Where's my beer? The only way to pay 40k. Morty has pulled around. He has also taken out the rest of the Space Wolves and popped quite close to this Predator. That was it for assault. Okay, so movement. These two Chimeras have pulled up here. They look like they're going over some gravel. The Dreddy has pulled forward a little bit. I think that's about it. Oh, sorry, yes. And the Cold Star has pulled around just behind the Rubik. Tactics came up this round. And basically, a lot of these guys over here shot in what was left of the Rubik Marines. They absolutely decimated them. With that, Cold Star jumped in and nicked the objective, the slimy git. Over here, the rest of the Tau shot into Morty and essentially wiped out the rest of, well, no, most, sorry, of the Terminators that were with him. Obviously the bodyguard and duty, which they can do. I think that's about it. I can't see much more which happened on the table. So we're going to head on to their assault phase and see what's happened from there. I fell up in 2 turns. Right, guys. Okay, so hand-to-hand combat has been done. Over here, the Demon Prince has basically taken out the last of the Terminators and consolidated into the shield drone. There's been a little bit of tate down here with these guys. Pretty much a little bit back and forth, but I think the Dreadnoughts come out on top, if I'm honest with you. Is that it? Is that all the hand-to-hand combat? Oh, no, oh, sorry, over here. The Terminators have had a little pop into the Predator and taken 5 wounds off it, but that's all. The phase was nice and quickly. I offloaded a load of Rubik Marines, and then I pulled the Rhino up here. Down here, we have actually a little bit of action. Basically, the Blight Drone has come along. Typhus has moved in. Some of the Poxwalkers, I think everyone's gunning after this guy, to be fair. And, oh, looky up here. We have a little bit of a Primarch having a little bit of a pop against a Dreadnought. Who's going to win? And also, the Demon Prince has moved up. He's like, I don't like you, so he's going up for a kill. Psychic phase then. Basically what's happened is Arrowman has cast a lot of stuff on this. He's put Glamour on them and Prescience. Then he tried to smite, and he smited this Chimera, unfortunately only doing 1 point of damage. So this Sorcerer also smited, doing 1 point of damage through the baby smite. Over hither, we have got Morty, and I believe he has racked up a couple of things, which I can't quite remember. I think he's got his Miasma and Blades of Purification, so he's knocked himself up quite nicely. And also down here, I think there's a... I can never pronounce it.
Putescent Vitality.
Putescent Vitality, thank you, Pray. I'm awful with this stuff. And also he's got Gift of Contagion up as well.
Which gives this one, he's now on a -1 toughness.
Yeah. I think he's a bit deed, if I'm honest with you.
2 wounds left.
So, okay, let's see what happens. This is going to be our final round, round 3. To be fair, a lot of stuff's thinned off the board anyway. So, Okay, so shooting. These little Rubiks had a little pop into these Armageddon Steel Legion. They wiped most of them out. They'll have to do a little bit of a morale test in a minute. I think they're going to flee, personally. Over here, there's been a hell of a lot of shooting. The Cold Star, who once had the objective, has now been absolutely, literally obliterated. And a lot of people have advanced it. Morty has had a little bit of pop, and he has gone into the Chimeras, doing a tiny bit of damage, but not by much. Over here, we've got the Termies that have done 1 point of damage into the Predator. So, not a great deal, but, you know, it's enough to show that they care. Yeah, so I think it's assault phase. Okay, assault phase, guys. My Rubiks pulled up over here, and they had a little pop at the Chimera and did a couple of points of damage. Lovely. But one thing it's done is stopped him moving forward, and that was kind of my goal. No doubt he'll unleash and do nasty stuff in his turn next, but you know, that's up to them. Down here, the Terminators took out the Space Wolves Predator, so he is no longer an issue. Also, the Dreadnought is gone, mainly because of Morty, but he did blow up and took out a couple of Poxwalkers and did a couple of points on Morty as well. But I think that's about it. I mean, to be fair, looking at the amount of miniatures on the table, Yeah, it's looking quite even. Yeah, they might have started with 3 times as much. So it doesn't matter though, because it's looking quite even. All the big stuff is still there. Nice. So we're going to go into the second phase of the last turn now, because where we are is now 1 o'clock in the morning. And we really, really need to go home and get to our beds, and our wives are going to kill us. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go with turn 3, movement 1 for the Alliance. Right, so movement phase. These two have consolidated here. It looks like this Chimera has backed off. And that's literally about it, as far as we can tell. Yeah, that's it. So let's go into shooting phase and let's see if they can kick up some storms. What's happened? Basically, what's happened is that everything here shot into these guys, plus a little command squad, and they managed to take out 1 moving marine. They're pretty good at surviving, in fairness. Over here, these guys shot into Morty and did a few wounds. This guy shot into the last Terminator. I don't believe he done anything at all.
Yeah, took one off.
Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, he took 1 off. Credit's due. That's about it in the shooting phase. So we'll now go into assault and see if anything else is happening. What an assault phase it was. See this? He bashed up a Terminator. That was it. That was all we had. Okay, so it's literally now nearly 1:30. We started about 8. These things do take time. Let's go to a resolution. Basically, Chaos won. But what'd you expect? There's no Praetorians on that side. If there's Praetorians on that side, they'd have won. End of story. So let's go to the people that won, and I'll start. Tacos and Sons are awesome. So anyway, over to you.
You're 1,000 Suns, yeah. He ran in a bit too quick, didn't he?
Yeah, but he did exactly what he meant to.
Yeah.
How much did he actually take off? Let's be fair. He's worth 450 points, and he literally annihilated half the army.
Yeah. We did have a very good first turn 1.
I think that made it, to be fair.
Yeah, they came back. If they had had turn 1, I think it would have been a very different story. But,
would have been on the defensive a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we have to think a bit more tactically about it. But all in all,
good game. It's actually nice. Thank you very much to the guys and Kira, because it's lovely to play something different for a change. So thank you.
So if we go over to the other side, what was your guys' thoughts on the entire battle? We'll start with UK.
Primarchs hit way too hard.
Primarch.
Yeah, no, I think it was fun. If we'd had first turn, it probably would have been able to drive you bum to the back foot. Probably gone quite a bit differently, but that's the roll of the
It was
dice.
that trying to steal the initiative, though, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah, I rolled bad.
Mr. Mikey, sir.
Well, that's it. It's turn 1. If we had it, I would have easily popped Primarch and probably about half those walkers.
Ooh, that's confidence for you.
Yeah. I mean, Magnus charging the Macarius Vulcan, I didn't expect to do quite so much damage as I did. Like, so if we did have turn 1, would have been hitting a bit better, but I don't know. Overall, it was a good game. A bit long and tired now, though.
Yeah, we've been up for a little while. I think basically most of our attitudes either bed or more drink. So what we're going to do is sign off. Can you please push that subscribe button, guys? So really, really appreciate it. And I will see you all fairly soon for another game. So it's a bit noisy. Everyone's packing up, ready to go. So yeah, signing off, and thank you very much. See you next time.